With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. It's East versus West here in Milwaukee. The Bucks hope to put on a show for this home crowd. Now here's Harden. Over in the corner, Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 13-footer. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
They didn't get the damn rebound. It's not fault too. Yeah. That's the one they do.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Zubac. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Another miss by Leonard. Lillard looking around. Giannis with it. He's covered by Leonard. Antetokounmpo, no good. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Yeah, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. Now, he couldn't have been more complimentary about Kawhi Leonard. After some injury issues, he's now back to being the best guy on the floor most of the time. Coach said slowing him down is like trying to hold back an avalanche with a shovel. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Lillard outside. Back to Green. Lillard outside. Clock at 4. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Zubac. And talk about victors and guys who play to their strength. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin. A 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
And it's sent back by Leonard.
Boy, just great instincts with great length. Kawhi Leonard, since he entered the league, has been a tremendous defender.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Leonard. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Now Harden. Now here's Zubac. Pass to Powell. Screen by Leonard. Oh, Leonard in position. Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
That first step of Lillard, deadly.
Zubac with it. And the dunk by Zubac.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. They kick it out to Green. Back to Lillard. Fires from deep. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Lillard's got 5 now.
A downright lethal 3-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
You're not getting
done outside. The 3 from Harden. Here's Zubac. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
Lillard outside. Yep, that one goes in there. Giannis has got his second basket of the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Harden following the miss by Giannis. It's good.
Now, James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
On the wing, Green. Offline with his three. Clippers leading by 4. Pass to Leonard. Harden outside. Back to Leonard.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside, Simmons. Clippers moving the ball around. That three off the mark. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Cans it from downtown. Here's Zubac. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Pass to Portis, and a wide open look for Porter. Bangs home the trifecta. Porter's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but
Why are you
it can
pressing?
certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Here is Porter after the Clippers pick up 2. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Milwaukee?
And they've made a point of pounding the offensive boards, turning those rebounds into points. It's been a great effort.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Trent can't hit. Clippers trail by 6. Pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. Done outside. 5 on the clock. Now, here is Harden. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Bucks with some changes. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Prince. And that one is off. Great tee that time from Leonard. And the rejection by Giannis. And it goes out of bounds. And the last touch by Antetokounmpo. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Milwaukee leading by 4. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
You got this guy.
Harden outside. Launches it. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, James Harden, a sniper through and through. You give him even a little sliver of daylight, and that ball is gone.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
The free throw is good from Lillard. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked 1st in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Back to Prince. Pass to Lillard.
All right.
Lopez a screen. To the paint. And Jones sends it
Lopez,
back.
you suck.
And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And it's good. 2 points.
Boy, nobody between him and the basket on the break, and the pass was right where it needed to be.
Lopez inside.
Seriously,
the layup
Lopez?
off target.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Coffee can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Jones sends it back. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Dang, why do I feel like I'm out?
35 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Harden. Back to Leonard for the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Leonard's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. They kick it out to Green. Outside Portis. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here is Lillard. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Lillard outside. And he drives in. It counts. And the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
Wow, the skill of Lillard to get his shot through while getting the whistle.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Clippers trail by 3. It's Harden with the drive. It's hauled in by Trent. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Back to Antetokounmpo. No good with the layup. Here's the Clippers to the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. And Lillard gets double teamed. Clock at 6. Pass to Lopez. Buck 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't
What the
think
heck
it
was
a
that?
bad choice on that possession.
Dunn is always looking to attack. When he has room to run, boy, you better look out.
Here's Lillard. Chris Dunn making his last shot. They get it again. Outside Portis. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Leonard. The Clippers in the lead. It's Powell on the wing. It's tipped.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy, wasn't letting that shot get off.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Harden looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Leonard. Dunn left side. From the arc. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, not on the same page there. In a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Now Harden, after Taurean Prince's 3-pointer that didn't go.
Love to see Giannis get aggressive on defense, using that reach to track
We keep
down
getting
the
these dang rebounds, bro.
You don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Milwaukee making a switch here. And both free throws good for James Harden. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Powell, no one around him. Los Angeles with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Can they get it? Lillard, right side. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 1:57 left in the third. Pass to Leonard. The train. Prince grabs the miss. Bucks trailed by 3. Bucks passing it around. Here's Lillard. He's got 10. Driving in. And Lillard throws it down.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Leonard. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
The Clippers getting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
From deep Harden. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Zubac. Pass to Leonard. Back to Bogdanovich. Lets it go with the 3. They get it back. Here's Zubac. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Oh, my goodness. What a gritty finish from Zubac. Big fella. Okay.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Both teams will make substitutions. .23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 13-4 run right now. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Oh, he is so good from deep. Bogdan is even better shooting.
What did Mommy just say?
Right side out of the Kumbo. Losing his size, Giannis.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Clippers leading by 10. Done with it. Now guarded by Porter. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Porter looking it over. Pass to Lopez. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Lopez has got his first bucket in this one.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
To the middle. Here's Jones. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks trailed by 11. The kick out to Porter. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Inside. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Aggressive move inside from Kawhi.
Toughness and tenacity very much describe Kawhi Leonard's game.
Bucks trail by 11. Pass to Prince. Into the lane. And it's good for two.
Now, it's not just Taurean Prince's defense that makes him an impactful player. This guy understands how to play in pick and roll. What a nice job.
Kicks it out to Jones. Done with it. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Coffey. Here's Dunn. It's rebounded by Portis.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Giannis. Sinks that one from the post. Giannis has got 4 this quarter.
Take it.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
He gets that one.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Down low. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It may be the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Pass to Coffey. Off target with his 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Bogdanovich with it. Leonard on the wing. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Leonard. Out to the right wing. Shot from the wing. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Bucks trail by 5. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. 1:16 left to play in the final quarter. And Portis throws it down.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
To the inside. Portis. Yes!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's Harden. It's
Come on, Hunted.
One of the best closers in our game. James Harden coming up big.
Screen by Giannis.
You gotta be kidding me.
Here's Dunn. In the corner, Powell with it. Right side, Leonard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 5. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming out of the floor.
Here is Harden, and so they foul intentionally.
Damian Lillard. Bucks foul. Damian Lillard.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Watch over there, Taylor. Plug it up.
Shooting for LA.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And they go to the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. So the Clippers with the win.